Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Man, I can't believe they're still doing this. The guy's already gone. He's no longer president, and for some odd reason, America feels that they still need to impeach him. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. It's like if I decide to quit tomorrow, and I decide to do YouTube full time, and then I get a call from my job on Tuesday saying, hey, listen, we gotta write you up. Yeah. So, Abigail decides to somewhat give Chad a second chance. You know, I forgot about, I did forget about, I didn't mention him in the last review. And I was still kicking myself for that, because I don't normally do that. I try not to do that, but I apologize for that. Abigail decides to somewhat give Chad a chance, somewhat, because honestly, to tell you the truth, the reason why she's deciding to move out with the kids is, well, it's mostly for the kids, the tension between Jennifer and Laura, and she feels it's not good for them. So she's like, you know what? Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Between that and the fact that Chad just kept begging, she was like, yeah, but you know what, there's no guarantees. And here's the thing, I am not Chad's biggest fan, but I think he should just kind of lower his expectations just a little bit. You know, he's talking about he's going to be, really excellent in counseling. He's going to do everything he can. And I'm like, bro, listen, you can move mountains and there's a good chance he still may not take you back. Listen, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think they're ever actually going to bring this up. The fact that the reason why he slept with Gwen wasn't because she was just so damn hot that, he couldn't resist her. It was because he was drunk. He keeps saying, I'm sorry for sleeping with her. I was like, bro, you were... It's like we're just not even going to factor in alcohol. But that's not really the problem. The problem was the fact that he didn't trust her. That trust was broken a long time ago. And that was the issue. So, but she said, she's going to give him a chance and, see what happens. So, she goes back, she talks to Jennifer, and Julie comes in to help him. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie, I'll get to why this wouldn't probably work out anyway. It's because she says she's going to give him a chance. And Julie comes over and she pretty much gives Chad a bunch of different foods that she likes and candlelight dinner and all this other stuff. And I'm like, you're going a little bit too fast. You might want to just want to slow it down a little bit, okay? I forgot what Jennifer and... at first, when Abigail got to Jennifer's place, at first she was like, and she finished packing, or somewhere along the lines, when she got there, she wasn't saying that. She might even just change her mind because she doesn't know, and all this other stuff. And I was like, listen, as much as I don't like him, you probably shouldn't start off by changing your mind and just doing that. They talk about that. They talk about... I'm not going to lie, I don't really remember what else they talk about. But they're talking at some point. Now, earlier, Jack and Jennifer were at the house, and Jack gets a call. Because Jennifer's like, yo, where's, she's like, where's her mother at and stuff. Now, I said this yesterday. When Jack got the call, he got a call from Jennifer the call from Gwen telling him to come over. So he gets over there, and she's like, so you want to help me, right? You want to make up for all those years of us not being together? Yeah, you might want to just take a look at this. And he sees it, and he's just like in shock. And he asks what happened, And it's exactly what I said. I'm pretty sure I said that. If I didn't say that, I'm pretty sure I said that. Or at least I thought that. She basically was like, after she said she was sorry, after Laura said she was sorry, she, proceeded to walk out. And Gwen stopped her, grabbed her. She pulled away. She had her head on the table or something. And then, yeah, that was it. Involuntary manslaughter, last time I checked, or, at least what I got from General Hospital, 5 years. So, yeah. So at first, Gwen pretty much was like, you're gonna help me out, right? You're gonna like help me. You're gonna help me get rid of this, right? And Jack is like, let's not help you out. We'll take care of this. And at first, Gwen is like, all right, so listen, I just grab the legs, you grab the head. And, it shouldn't be too hard between the both of us. Jack is like, no, we're not, we're not doing that. And basically was like, you gotta trust me. He calls up Rafe. I'm sitting there thinking at this point, all right, so you're gonna, and I literally wrote in my notes, so Jack is gonna help Gwen cover up this murder. Or involuntary manslaughter. Nope. He calls Rafe, and Rafe gets over there with the forensic people, CSI people, and I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought Gwen was really gonna just lose it on him, like, you turned me over to the cops, like, that's what I really thought was gonna happen. But, Jack was like, listen, I'll be with you every step of the way, we'll get this, we'll take care of this. And then he goes back to the house to inform, well, Jennifer and Abby that Laura's dead. And I guess maybe if the stars align, Jack is going to tell them how it happened, and Abigail's going to lose her edge. I mean, literally, when Abigail was sitting there talking to Gwen was like, listen, when I find the person that did this, I'm going to kill that said person. Yeah. Yeah, Jack is, wouldn't want to be in that guy's shoes. Because I already see exactly what's going to wind up happening. Abigail's going to be upset with Jack for, spilling the beans and letting her know that it was Laura that, kept them apart. And so it's going to be this big rift between, Abigail and Jack and Gwen, and unfortunately, I don't want to sit there and say he's going to have to pick a side, but it looks like some people are going to be wanting him to pick a side. So that sucks for him. This episode didn't really seem that long, and I think I covered half of it, but before I pause it, I'm going to double check. Okay, so on the other side of town, you got Eli and Lonnie banging at the door. Lonnie is banging at the door, isn't it? They're saying, please, get us out of here. We're not going to hurt you. Just let us out. I'm like, seriously? You're going to tell the bad guy who tricked you idiots into this room to just, please let me out. I won't hurt you. I promise. So, Ivan, and I've been calling him Ivan. Wow, Ivan, cannot believe, for the last 4 or however long I've been calling this guy Ivan. I mean, yeah, Ivan. So Ivan comes clean to Vivian about the babies, and at this point, Vivian is like, okay, so listen, I'm already in love with these kids. I already have a connection with these kids, so yeah, we got to take care of them. So she, pulls out the box with the gun. Ivan's like, I'll take care of this. And, Ivan was like, listen, the reason why I did this is because Lonnie took your child, so, I didn't want to do the same for you. And I was like, okay. Alright, so you just proved to the world that you are just the ultimate simp. That's awesome. That's what Simpsons should aspire to be like. I'm not going to drink any of this. So Vivian's like, no, I'm going to do this. I want to get the satisfaction of ending their lives. So she goes in the room, tells Yvonne to, turn up the music, and next scene, Eli pretty much grabs Vivian and walks her out. Pretty much he says something along the lines of, I guess this old bitch wasn't a match for us or something like that. And long story short, they got back to kids. So, yeah. I'm just like, man, I wonder what's going to wind up happening. This old, frail woman is going to go into this room with two young cops. This should totally go her way. Yeah, because no one, no one believed that, but sure. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the sad thing is that it could only went two ways. She could have came in there, shot both of them, that would have been the end, or, well, what pretty much just happened. Eli and Lonnie somehow getting the upper hand and, taking care of business and, walking Vivian out. So, and honestly, to tell you the truth, when I looked at that scene, I was like, listen, they're not going to write this up into a corner. So, they're going to find some sort of way of getting out of this. And they did. So, they got back to kids and all is well. It's really odd. When I looked for this on demand, it wasn't even on demand. It wasn't on demand. I mean, I can check the app, but yeah. So that sucked. And I'm not gonna lie. I came back, and I was like, all right, cool. And next, after 5 or 7 seconds, there was like the impeachment of Donald J. Trump. I'm like, oh, we're seriously doing this? You're gonna fire a guy? You're gonna write up a guy who's already left his job? Like, you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, this is not gonna last forever. So, yeah, this sucks. Yes, and more or less, I think that's about it. At least that's what I got when I watched it on YouTube. So, with that being said, I think that's actually about it. So yes, yes. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Nice to see you writing, comments and stuff like that again on Patrick TV. And I'm sorry if the comments got deleted. I had nothing to do with that. I don't know why that happened, but thank you for watching and writing comments. And thank you, Jeffries, as always. And I'm not going to try to pronounce your first name because I'm not going to butcher it. And also, Jonathan Luis. Thank you for writing. And, yeah. If I missed anything, write it down in the comment section below. Hope I didn't miss anything. It seemed like it was literally just 2 stories. So, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts on the episodes are in the comment section below. I will catch everyone in the next review.